Hey guys, what's up? And welcome to another episode of Brew and Build. Today currently I'm here getting some resources, but we are back finally after a little bit of a break. And I just want to thank you guys for sticking around while I am dealing with stuff. And we'll get into that in just a little bit. Really haven't been dealing with anything negative or anything like that. Just had a couple busy weeks. Today's episode is going to be probably pretty short. We are tackling over in our little Mesa village over there, over this way. We are going to be tackling a boat. We're going to be building a boat. I've already currently built it. That's one reason why we're over here for the intro, or part of it, I guess. The hull is made, and that's about all that's made because that took a long time to do. So we're going to be having a little bit of a time lapse, and then really that's probably going to be it for this episode. But if you are interested in how to build a boat in Minecraft, a bigger ship, then this is actually probably a good video for you to be able to view, because the entire boat is out of the water because it is a flying ship. So right now it's just a floating hull. We haven't made the floating device or anything like that. So you get a good view of the actual ship hull and kind of what it looks like. Now it is a little bit more fantastical looking. It's based off of the Black Pearl a little bit. And I also looked at a Grian video from like 2 or 3 years ago where he just gave some advice on shipbuilding and kind of went off of the one he built there. And so we're not, the way the flotation device is going to work is it's not going to be quite like this. It's not going to be oval shaped, or it might be. I don't know. I can't really decide. I don't necessarily want it to be oval shaped. I kind of wanted it to be like this shaped, but oval shaped may make more sense. I don't know. But I was thinking something like this on a smaller scale, or actually it would probably have to be like this scale. Maybe we'll do this because it's easier to build. So it's going to be a pretty decent sized balloon. There are not going to be many sails that are on it that are on the top portion of it. It's going to be purely driven by wind from side panels, I think. Side wind sails, I guess. And so I've got some good ideas for it. Today we're just focusing on building up the hull though. So let's jump into the time lapse, because I wanted to take the time lapse to just discuss my past couple weeks, give you an update as to why I was gone for a little bit, and then just talk about those past 2 weeks. So without further ado, let's jump into the time lapse. All right, guys. So I've been gone for a little bit, and I just wanted to say thanks for hanging in there. And we just actually got over, while I've been gone, broke 4K, so that's really awesome. Welcome to all of you who are new. We are going to be getting back into a regular video schedule. Past couple weeks have been a bit busy. I guess now roughly 3 weeks ago, I went to San Francisco for it's an event called Dreamforce. And it's I work at Salesforce currently, and they're a big tech company, and we have a huge event called Dreamforce in San Francisco is where our HQ is, and so I got to go there. And it was really fun. I haven't met my team in person, like many of them I haven't met in person, so it was really cool to actually get to see them in person instead of just over video chat. And San Francisco is a really cool city. I'm not really a city person, but out of all the cities I've been to, I think San Francisco is one of my favorite. It was a really cool event. It's basically like there was, I think, 170,000 people that were dropped within like a 4-block radius area, and it was pretty insane, honestly. But it was really cool. And then last week, of course, was Thanksgiving. I just decided, you know what, let's just not try and stress ourselves and put out a meh type video. I didn't want to put out a boring bleh video because I knew I wanted to tackle this boat. And it did take quite a bit of time to actually do. That's why we're doing it in a time lapse and not in person, because that would be really awful to try and do in person. It just takes a really long time to build this. But last week was Thanksgiving, and I wanted to just focus on being with family and friends. Hopefully you guys were able to focus on that as well and get some good hangout time with your friends and family. And so that was where I've been the past couple weeks, but we're going to be getting back into a normal sort of structure now that we are out of the Thanksgiving holidays. I'm going to also try and get multiple videos backed up for the Christmas season, because I want to be able to release videos during that time. And then this next week, my birthday is on the Tuesday, I think. The December 10th is my birthday. And so I may try and next week just do a very light video similar to this, where it's maybe more time-lapse based and stuff, just because I want to take a week off, or do a light week for my birthday. Just, I don't know, a gift to myself, if you will. But I will have a video out next week. I'm not gonna actually not put anything out just because it's my birthday. Just wanted to give that heads up though. Next episode probably gonna be another boat episode with more of a time-lapse based. And speaking of the boat, this is really the part in the process that took the longest. This is the first boat I've ever built, and I wanted to give a pretty in-depth time-lapse build of it to show you exactly how I went around doing it. As I have said, I think in the video, or will say again, I took some inspiration from Green for the actual boat shape, also using the black pearl from Pirates of the Caribbean to actually build this boat in the shape that it's at. And we're going to be making it our own, but because it was my first boat and I wanted to go big on it, I wanted to use some inspiration from someone who I know is a really good builder. So Green has a video that's like 2 years old or something. I'll leave a link to it in the description if I remember to, and it really shows how to build a good shape of a boat. He gives a lot of tips. It's not really like a step-by-step guide. It's more of just 5 tips, I think, to how to build a good boat. And I think it was a really, really good inspirational piece for me to view while I'm building this. So very similar to what Green built, but we are going to be making it our own, and it's going to be a flying boat. So it's going to be pretty much a completely different premise, but I think it looks really good. Getting one side done makes this second side so much easier. Honestly, it is so much easier because you can literally just do what I'm doing and build from the inside out, because you can just copy it. Because I knew I didn't use many slabs, so I knew none of this was actually going to be having to work out where slabs were and stuff. But that first side, if you can get it right, I found that it makes building the rest of it pretty dang easy. We're coming to the end now, so why don't we jump back in to see it in first person. All right, we are done with the boat for today, or at least we're done with what we're going to be getting into. And walking up on it, you can see it's a big boat, very big. The shape of it is not complete. I have yet to put in a bunch of slabs and stuff, but I think it's a good starting shape to go with. I just don't want to spend too much time on this. As you can see, let's fly over here. The shaders today are a little laggy. You can see the boat shape over here. Hold on. Let me also try and get these shaders optimized, because I think I have them on 2 times or whatever, so that they're making me lag a lot. So let me check some settings really quick. There we go. This is much better. I did have it on 2 times. So you can see that the general shape of it is there, and I like it. I like what it looks like. I think it looks pretty much like a boat. There is a little bit of oddity to it, but when you think about it, it's Minecraft for one, and 2, it doesn't need to be seaworthy necessarily. I was going for a shape that could pass as seaworthy, but it is going to be a flying boat, so I guess it would float technically if it was in the sea, but I don't think the purpose of it is to be in the water. So yeah, and this is a little dangerous, but as you can see, this is the general, the shape of it. And I gotta say, this was a bit difficult to actually pull off. Boats are hard to actually build because they're a pretty organic shape, but you know pretty much what the shape is. You know what you're wanting when you're building a boat. And so it was just tough. Took me a while, and I decided to do the time lapse in a sort of a slower form because this really didn't take me like a ton of time. It took me probably like 5 or 6 hours or something like that to get the shape to where I wanted it to be. And yeah, it's really just, I would say the hardest part is the first side. Once I got this side in, this side was a breeze because I literally you can just build from the inside and just look at where all the blocks are. Like I knew I didn't put any slabs or anything anywhere. So, and I knew that all of these blocks were like, if you break one, you'll expose the outside. So there really isn't any slab usage besides like underneath these. And I already knew about that. And then in the back, there are some slab stuff, slab things going on. But we're going to have multiple floors to this ship. As you can see, it can hold multiple floors, so we're gonna have a good amount of space. And the reason this ship is so big is because it's a big cargo ship, and the idea is that it is not only stopping here, but it is also, this is like one stop along a journey. And so it's maybe picking up salt or dropping off materials or things that the city here, or village, I guess, is buying. And so that's why it is so big. So it's not just going to stop here. This is not the normal, I guess, ship that comes back and forth every single day. I thought it would be fun to do a bigger boat, since this is like the first major ship that we're actually like making in this world. And so as you can see, I also didn't show this in the time lapse exactly, but this is going to be like an area. So there's going to be a lower deck down here. And then I'm not sure exactly where we're going to put the deck at. We may put it down here at this level, and then have like a little walkway to get up onto the edge here, so that you can actually like board and unboard. Is that even a word? I don't know. So that you can board and leave the ship via these little lower areas. As you can see, we are going to probably have to rework the dock because it's a little bit too tall. Now, what we could do is something interesting where there isn't an entrance via the top. You actually enter up here, but I don't think we want to necessarily do that. I think what we're going to have to do is just make a big stair dock, like a staircase dock, and do something along those lines. I think that's going to be probably the most effective way of doing it. But let's go ahead and take a look-see at the bottom. This is the hardest portion to build. This back end here, the absolute hardest, because it really defines the shape of the boat. And this is where, even to get it to a decent area where I thought it was going to be good to show, I needed to go back through and add slabs. And I think the only stairs are along the center portion. I see you, you ding-dong. Trying to sneak up on me. Did that hit him? Are you getting hit, sir? Yes, you are. Good. He wasn't taking showing the damage, whatever, but so yeah, the only slabs are in this really this section. I'm going to go through this entire thing and put slabs and stuff underneath. Oh, this was really fun to look at whenever all these pillars and stuff were down here. Kind of cool underwater sort of look. But yeah, so I wanted to do a time lapse of this, and I wanted it to be a bit slower. So any of you who are wanting to build boats can use this as a reference. Now, I will say, when you're building these things, definitely have images up to look off of, and just there's a really good resource that Fwip showed me. He has a Pinterest page, and he has a ton of boats there. Now, I was already in the middle of building this when I was asking for any information he could give me. And so I didn't really use it for this boat, but I'm definitely going to use it for any others that we build, because if you can have imagery that is available to you via like Pinterest or concept art or movie art or whatever, definitely check it out because it is so essential to building a correct looking ship. Even this, I would say, is not like totally accurate. It's Minecraft. It's kind of hard to do that. But this was represented as like the Black Pearl in a sense. I used a Grian video. He used the Black Pearl, and I was already planning on using that as a boat reference because I like know the Black Pearl and I've seen the movies and stuff. So I kind of figured that would be a good one to start on. Plus, it's a kind of cool ship. So for the body shape of it, it's using the Black Pearl. But definitely just have references available because if you're trying to build this freehand, I don't think it's really going to work that well. But that is going to do it for today's episode, guys. I am out of time. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the time lapse. I hope you enjoyed this experience trying to build a boat together. By the time of next episode, I'm going to try and have the shape of it done and have kind of the layering done so we can really get into the decorating portion of it and maybe even the balloon portion. This is probably going to take me more time than I thought it would, mainly because I decided to do a really big boat instead of a moderate sized one. But that's okay. I think this is going to be good. Hope you guys are looking forward to it. If you liked the video, leave a like in real life. And if you are new here, welcome. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys in the next episode. I shifted too much and my computer got sticky keys. All right, guys, I'll see you. Bye.